What's going on? It's 6:32 p.m. on November 18th, 2023. So I'm listening to Theology Ed here. The Theology Ed. He's going over this movie called White Noise. I was looking at some photos of mine today to see if there's any other images. But the interesting thing about this movie, White Noise, it's about being carefree. It's about enjoying the time that we have right now. And if you notice, white noise is the noise that's all around us all the time. Like I was sitting there thinking about it earlier, where I'm just sitting here in the apartment with nothing on, and it's just all the noise and the vibrations that I'm living in within the that type of symbolism. Okay, so this guy, and there's another guy, it's a black guy, which is quite interesting because you have white and black. If you notice in Congress, up behind the speaker, you have one white guy and one black guy. If you look in the justice system, you usually have one white guy and one black guy. It's kind of interesting how this world is, and it's designed that way for like yin and yang, the two energies, right? Because he's the professor that studies Hitler and the college on the hill. And you notice how it's like an orange. Orange is like sacred, our sacral chakra, right? But when we do the pole shift, it would be up in our mind's eye. Let's see here. Yeah, by our mind's eye, because we do the pole shift from our gut up into our mind. Instead, it's like pulling up your root system, and then you're no longer hanging from here. You're now walking like a fool. That's the 22nd card of the tarot card. It's like the Fool card, playing the Fool. It's the 0 card and the 22nd card. So it's the beginning and the ending. So the other guy in this movie is his friend, and he's the black guy, and he studies Elvis. So if you look at the two symbolisms of the name, when we look at Hitler, you know, besides looking at the bad things that he did, what he was doing, but what he, of the smart, you know, he was a very highly intelligent guy too. I know a lot of people aren't going to like that, but when we look at the good and bad, we got to look at their good qualities, because remember, Jesus always said, always find the good in everybody, right? And how we're programmed in this world, it's like, they hold grudges forever. Take my mother, for instance. When she gets mad at me, she won't talk to me for like 2 or 3 months, and then she's sarcastic when she finally does talk to me, because she's still holding a grudge. She held a grudge with my real father, still to this day, and he's dead. And she says she doesn't, but when you mention his name, she just gets so mad. So it's kind of interesting how people go through their entire lives holding grudges and not even realizing it. So again, that's all about, us focusing on going inside ourselves and looking at ourselves and constantly putting ourselves in check. So it says, aimless days, so take their time. So you can kind of see the symbolism of Elvis, because on the back of Elvis' jacket, he was the king of rock. The king of rock. So and he had a sun symbolism on the back of his jacket. And then you have King Michael Jackson, which is like, if you look at Michael would be the prince of pop. Then you have Aretha Franklin that wore the red ruby shoes, and she was the queen of soul. So the whole symbolism of even the world stage. So what I'm saying here is what the world stage is playing out. and then God is playing it out on a spiritual level up above. So the yin and yang, the light, the dark mimics the light. So what's being played out down here is mimicking what's played out in heaven. That's probably what they're talking about, the parallel universe. Um, the parallel universe is like my right and left brain are identical. They're parallel to each other, but they're two different worlds. My right brain is emotional, um, senses and everything, and my left brain is lymphatic, ego, immunity brain. And then the center brain is my dragon reptilian brain, right? Where Lord Jesus is. So it's quite very pretty cool. So now that I just rambled on about 5 minutes of that, let's do a quick look today. This is the left side of my face because of this scar right here by my eye. Oh, that's the scar on my eye. Who's this? The evil, the evil queen. No, I don't know who that is, but that's pretty interesting, right? Right there on the scar on my eye. Fascinating. There's something on a bigger scale up there. I wonder what that is. I wonder if I'll be able to see it after I upload it. Looks like a V. But down here, I got to look at this. Look at this. It's like an eyeball here. It's like a bigger scale. That's interesting. Do you see these faces looking that way? That's a hand, I think. What is that? Yeah. Looks like a giant shoe. Remember that shoe I was telling you about? Look how it comes down like this. That's interesting. Look at that. It does. It looks like a shoe. But lots of things in the shoe. save. And then we'll look at the next image. This is that one where I was telling you yesterday. I tried to pull out as much as I can, but the direction I was sitting. Oh, this is. Yeah, I think this is the view. I think this is some type of cat right here, or it's a dog, but it looks like a cat. See, right there. And then right here, it looks like there's a whole nother face. Isn't that interesting how it's a heart shape? This guy's face looks like. I wonder if that's a shoe. There's something else going on right there. I don't know about. He's like a bobcat. Or is that a dragon? Because of this. That is so interesting. Let's see. Let's look at that. Let's see if we can look at this again. Oh, interesting. I didn't see him there. Look at the hair on my face. Or look at the image shown on my face. That is interesting. Okay, let's see. What should we use? Too much contrast. That's exposure. I wonder who this ghost figure kind of like character is right here. Because it looks like his arms come down or something. That is pretty far out. Now let's see if I can get. Oh, it looks like there's a cat's face right here too. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. Sorry I'm shaking so much.